Hey everybody, welcome to Walkabout, Europe, the Football Manager 21 Journeyman Save, where we can only move between clubs in the game when we've walked and exercised the equivalent distance in real life. This is it, the last day of our fourth season, our second season with Werklemarkt. Now, if you saw the previous episode, which was about 10 days ago in game time, we were defeated soundly by Wacker Innsbruck, who pulled even with us at the top of the table, the same number of points with 2 matches left to go. I can tell you that unfortunately things gotten worse. We drew our next match, 0-0. We just couldn't score. Wacker Innsbruck went on to win. So as we get on this bus and head to Hartberg to play our last match of the year, we're 2 points behind Wacker Innsbruck. We need to beat Hartberg, who sits in 7th place, and we need to hope that Wacker Innsbruck draws or loses. If that happens, we got the title. Anything else, and it's Wacker Innsbruck's title. So last day, last match, here we go. So we're back, everybody. It's only about 10 days later in game time, and as I mentioned in the intro, it was a disappointing week. We played, if we look at our schedule here, 0-0 draw against SAK 1914, who sit embarrassingly in last place in the league, and they're already, well, that actually guaranteed their relegation. They were fighting for survival there. They needed to win. We just couldn't score. XG was slightly better than, but not really good. We just haven't looked that good. So, as we head into this last day, if we take a look at the table, it's pretty black and white. Wacker Innsbruck has 59 points. We have 57 points. We have a 1-goal edge in the goal differential. So if we win, and we need them to lose or draw, we will have the goal differential on them if we end up tied at the top of the table. Now we play TSV Hartberg, who sit in 7th place. They've won 4 of their last 5, but they lost their last match. It's going to be a tough road match for us in this getup. To our advantage, Wacker Innsbruck plays 3rd place SKU Amstetten. Yes, Amstetten, who had such an amazing first half of the season. You'd think that's good, and that would give us a good chance to pick up some points here because they might draw or lose. However, here's what the second half of the stage looks like. SKU Amstetten is 14th place out of 15 teams. They've only got 11 points in their last 14 games, completely tanked in the second half of the stage. So they have not been good. Now, to our advantage, they just won their last match for the first time in a long time, so maybe they're trying to go out with a bang. We need the football gods. Please, football gods, help us here, and we need to take care of our business. Now, I was looking back, thinking about the last match a little bit too, and I think what I regret doing, I regret being a little bit aggressive against that. We really probably should have sat back in that balanced formation and make them come at us because the load was on Wacker Innsbruck to win that match. And I think, in retrospect, if I were to play it again, I would have probably played that match balanced. The second regret I had was really laying into the team and demotivating them at the end of that match and being critical of their performance. It had been a long time since we lost, and we're human beings. I should have thought more strategically and tried to keep their morale up because I think it was probably busting their chops that really led them to deflate and not be able to win against SDK 1914. So lessons for the future here, we'll take those out of there. Going into this match, in order to build the morale up of the squad, I did go through and do that thing where you praise their conduct, and that generally raises their morale a little bit. And then I looked for anybody who had good training results in the starting 11 and on the bench here, and I praised their training. And so we were able to bolster their morale quite significantly by doing those 2 things to anybody that we could. So most of the starters' morale is back up and green and pointing up in the right direction after kind of walking through and talking to each one of them individually. So that is good. Now, I think there really isn't much else to be said. It's the last day of the season. We know what we need to do. Huge match. I'm not very confident. I'm just not confident. Hartberg's a tough team. We're playing them on the road, and we just haven't looked good the last 2 matches. So my heart is not filled with confidence, but we're going to give it our best shot, and we also need help from the football gods. I feel like it's a long shot here, but we're going to give it a go here. With that being said, let's jump in and talk a little bit about team selection and get started with the match. First up, it's only 3 days after our last match, so we had a number of players here who were tired and didn't seem ready to start. We've subbed out Pompetti and Cabrera, bringing them in for our 2 Ichibum and Husik at midfield. Jensen comes in for Kailati, who is exhausted as well. And then Hilderlink comes in for Lugonja, who had a terrible game. He was the guy who was freaking out. He has a big match kind of fear, and so Lugonja was I think he was one of the catalysts of our defeat because he just wasn't confident in it being out on the pitch in that match. So he's off and Hilderlink's on. Lugonj is also tired, which is the reason why I wanted to sub him in. Likewise, out on left wing, we brought in Green instead of our star Solveig. Solveig hasn't played well, doesn't like big matches, and is exhausted. So we're trying to keep a balance between our starting 11 and getting some fresh energy on the pitch, and hopefully we can catch Hartberg maybe with a little bit lower energy. I did notice that Hartberg is using their 4-1-4-1 formation. We have not had much success again, and if anybody knows how to crack that nut, let me know. It feels like it's just a real defensive position that we have trouble with our formation, getting in and being able to break down. Now, obviously, the other thing about this match is that a tie doesn't help us. We're going to finish in second place if we don't win anyway, so we might as well go all out. This is slightly of a conservative formation, but I'm hoping they're going to come after us at home, and maybe we can catch them, got a little bit overextending and get an early lead. This formation has worked really well for us this year. So, with all those things being said, I think it's time to jump into the match. We are ready to go. So let me submit the team. We're going to play on extended highlights. I'm going to talk to the lads one more time, try to build up their confidence a little bit here. Let's hope for a miracle. All righty, here we go. It's all to do for. We are in our green and yellows going left to right. Hartberg is in their whites and blues going right to left. Recent form has them in first place, so it's a fair challenge here for us. Oof. 23 seconds in, and they get a good header on goal. It's not necessarily the best start for us. The lads are motivated. I did tell them, play it for the fans. I thought that might be a different approach, and everybody's pretty excited here. We have yet to get a shot, and here they are, coming in on a roll. They're going to play it out wide. Nope, they go back inside. Back inside again. Come on, boys. Nice. Steal by Cabrera. Getting an unusual start. Sends Chimanga over the top early on, and he scores! 7 minutes in, we're up! Oh my goodness, we'll have to watch the scoreboard. That was nice. What a great pass from Cabrera. Makes the tackle, steals the ball, breaks out, chips it over. Chimanga alertly runs onto it, and just a very precise finish. He is a hot and cold player. He's been cold lately. If he gets hot, though, that could be game over. Now, do we have any action down here in the other matches? Come on, Amstetten. Amstetten and Wacker Innsbruck 0-0, but again, it's early days here, 9 minutes in. One shot, one goal, point XG of 0.19, so good on us to get started here. That's good. I'm going to make one quick adjustment here. I'll be right back. I can see the mic is a little bit hot. Let's see if that fixes it. It's just picking up, looks like a little bit too loud a volume. 17 minutes in, I don't have anything good to say when it's 1-0. This is so far. Boy, the match really quieted down there after those two early highlights. All right, they're playing it out from the back here. Kruger brings it up. Hopefully we can pick this off and break this up here. Sends it in the middle. Pompetti grabs it. He's new fresh legs too. Sends it wide to Green. Green gets tackled. Loses the ball. Uyghur to Gribinelli. Come on, give it away again. Chip it over the top. Chipped in. Okay, Pompetti picks it up. Finds Chimanga, who breaks in again. Can he finish? He does. It's 2-0. Oh, boy. We're taking care of our business. We just need the football gods. Well, we still have a lot of business to take care of. Let's not get overhead of ourselves here. Pompetti, subbed in for Husik, gets a rare start. Defensive mistake by the Dikovic there. Boy, he jumped and completely fluffed on that header. Chimanga is in, and we're up 2-0. That's good. We don't have to see it again, as much as I'd like to watch it. Any results? Wacker Innsbruck and Amstetten still 0-0. Oh, the drama's ratcheting up here. 2 shots, 2 goals with an XG of 0.3. Come on, Amstetten. Get a goal for us. An Amstetten goal would really help here, because that would put some pressure. That would mean, oh, Zirk breaks down on the right side. Sends it in front, maybe. Can he get the tackle in front? He breaks through. Gets 2 men on him now. Centers it. Jensen picks it up. Shot is blocked. Okay, we're flusting around their goal. Pompetti with the free kick. Sends it in. Beaten away. Sends it out wide to Handel in front. Chimanga gets a hat trick, and he's 33 minutes in. We're up 3-0. Where did this come from? Where was this the last 2 matches? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm running the mic really hot here. Hopefully this isn't going to be, well, we'll fix the sound later. Handel, he's a center back. Chimanga, all enthusiast. 3-0. Okay, what's going on? Wacker Innsbruck, Amstetten still 0-0. Okay, green has a yellow card. Let's take care of that. We've seen that before where we're up. If you remember those playoffs last year, up 2-0. The 60th minute get a red card, up 2-0, and the 80th minute end up drawing and had that wild extra time match. Amstetten, Wacker Innsbruck still 0-0 as we're approaching halftime. Now, this is kind of nice for us because we've been playing balanced. Oop, Dakriat's got our yellow card. Let's sort that out. Playing balanced, ease off tackles. Okay. Because we're playing in a balance, and with green in instead of Solveig, that gives us more of a defensive slant than our offensive slant. Okay. Halfway home. Now, let's go to the dressing room. Okay, I'm going to talk to him. We'll be right back out. All right, second half is underway. All to play for here. Things have gotten suddenly fairly interesting. Let's keep it nice and quiet here. Let's just roll along. No goal. Oh, look at that. Check it out. In the Wacker Innsbruck game, Auer has gotten a red card in the 43rd minute. It's 0-0, but Amstetten has 11 players and Wacker Innsbruck has 10 players. Oh, boy. If we could pull this out, that would be amazing. We still have our business to finish, though. It's going to be a long shot. Ooh, 3-1. Okay, well, that's a finish. Yeah, that was just a pretty good finish here. Reed. Did he volley that? Nope. One touched it. Oh, curved it right in the top corner. Okay. What can you do? Still 0-0 there. We're up by 2. We may want to look at making some subs at 60 minutes. We could bring Kailati back in because he's probably got enough gas for 30 minutes. Let's keep it right here, nice and steady. Things are still 0-0. Oh, goodness gracious. Wacker Innsbruck, down a man, has taken a 1-0 lead against Amstetten. They have 62 points. We have 60. With 30 minutes to go, we're 2 points out of first place. We need Amstetten to score. Come on, Amstetten, you've got 11-10. What's it going on here? Sorry, this is kind of funny. Let's pause for that. So our assistant coach here, or coach, whatever it is, in the last match of the season is advising me to take Zirk out of the game because he's 1 yellow card away from a match, from having an accumulated yellow card suspension. It's the last game of the season. It doesn't matter. Okay, with that side story apart, come on, Amstetten. We need you to score. It's 11-10. You got to be able to do it. 70 minutes. We're going to look for a substitution. We need a goal from Amstetten. I'll be right back. I'm going to just take a look at our subs. All right, we made 2 subs here. I brought in defensive midfielder Kailati instead of Jensen. He was on a 6.5 and not playing all that well. And then our left winger Green was on a 6.3 and out of gas with a yellow card. So I brought Solveig in, who's tired, but he's certainly got enough energy for 30 minutes. Likewise, Kailati's a little tired, but he's certainly got enough energy for 30 minutes, for 20 minutes. Come on, Amstetten, we need you to score. I'm watching this bottom right corner where we can see the score results here. We need Amstetten to score. 10 minutes to go. Oh, God, they're not going to score, are they? Block that shot. Oh, good. Kakaluski picks it up. We should probably start thinking about slowing things down. With 10 minutes to go, Amstetten still unable to score. God, we need a goal. Let's slow it down here. Time wasting a little bit. Confirm changes. Let's go. Is this a corner? No highlight there. Come on, Amstetten. Get a goal. I'm just watching this bottom right corner. 5 minutes to go. Ah, goodness gracious. You've got 11 players. They have 10. You should be able to score. Let's go complete time wasting. I'm going to take a quick look for subs, too. All right, our center midfielder Cabrera was out of gas. I brought in a more defensive-oriented midfielder, Husik, to replace him for the last 5 minutes here. Kakaluski to Amani. Amani chips it out. I don't want highlights here. Anani breaks down the right side. Shimanga with that early hat trick leading us. Broke away. Uh-oh. Counter for them. Chipped over the top. Nope. We get control of it. Handel to Dakriat to Kailati. Kailati's got great passing. Husik going back and forth. Feeds it out to Anani nicely. 3 minutes to go, though. We need a goal. Shimanga over the bar. We'll take it down this end, though. But we need a goal. Still 1-0. How can you not get a goal? 3 minutes of extra time left. Come on, Amstetten. Score. We need a last-second goal from them. Just one goal. Solveig over the bar. This is going to end here. Did they get a goal? What happened? Oh, we don't get the championship thing, so I don't think we got it. Damn it. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. But I think Amstetten... Did it happen? They lost. Gosh. So close. I was so excited when they went down 11 to 10. I thought we could have had them. Wacker Innsbruck crowned champions. Damn it. We get 25 grand. Well, one thing I was thinking about too, I actually mentioned Mentis before the match. The thing that I think that undid us a little bit in that other game too was we didn't have players. We have a number of players who don't like big matches. And I knew that from the Rositz games and from that we really wanted to try to avoid them. But I was looking to pick up players for this year. There is no way I imagined we were going to have big matches at the end of the season. I really thought the best we could probably do was some kind of a mid-table finish. So being here, playing at the last day again, trying to win a championship, I'm pretty happy with those results. I feel like it was, on the whole, it's kind of step back moment. You take a look at it and you say, okay, this was a really good season. We had a good time. We played. I think I'm pretty happy with how things went and how we were able to do. So from that perspective, it's good. But boy, to come that close and then have them go down 11 to 10 and still get a goal and win. Well, good on them. We just didn't get our business done. Well, anyway, that brings us to the end of our 4th season. Let's think for a moment where we're going to go from this. I think the next step is we'll go ahead a little bit. I'm going to resign here, that's for sure. Especially since we didn't get promoted. There's no question about it. So our days at Verklemarkt are over. We ended on a 3-1 winning note. We came 2 points away from the championship to get a double promotion. So all good things there and all that kind of stuff. Although it's still kind of, gosh, this is gonna sting for a while. They have a 3-point lead with 3 matches to go and lose it by 2 points like that. But what can you do? We'll get back on our feet, right? Like Batman's dad said, right? That's why do you fall down, Batman? I don't know. Because you have to learn how to get up again. Anyway, yeah, enough of that stuff. I'm going to go forward a little. We'll come back for a season wrap episode probably on Tuesday. And then we'll talk a little bit about the resignation, probably have some job applications. We'll do a look back on this season as well going forward. And then we'll start a job hunt for our 3rd team. So should be kind of interesting. Thank you again for everybody who's had supported and commented and stuff and watched over the course of this season, as well as our time with Verklemarkt. On to Team 3 we go. I am super excited for a new team. It's going to be a good time and a new country, maybe Germany, maybe Italy, maybe Switzerland. Maybe someplace else. I don't know. I was looking at the open jobs just before this episode, actually, not to make this go on too long. And the manager jobs, now that the seasons are ending, are starting to open up. There's a nice one here in Ingolstadt in the 2nd level, Bundesliga 2. And I applied to that one before, and they didn't give it to me, but it looks like I can apply again. So I'm going to resign as soon as we can. And then kind of just go through the last couple days of stuff here and then resign and then apply for that one again and then look around. I don't see much else yet that looks good that's come in recently here, but we'll end up somewhere. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday with our league wrap-up and a job hunt. Club 3. So exciting. Take care. Bye.